It's always this heartfelt connection that we had with nature, particularly with water. Water, we know, is so sacred. It's the essence of life. It provides so much for everything. It's the life for trees and animals and plants just as much as humans. We grew up in a little house out in the country. We didn't have running water. It was a normal activity for us to have to go every Sunday to my uncle's house and fill up water jugs and bring it back to our house. And so that was, I think, the start of the relationship that we had with water as far as like my sister and I growing up, just because we knew water was so precious and we took care of it, because when we ran out of water, my grandmother and my older sister went to the ditch, got water from the ditch and boiled it, and that was our drinking water for the rest of the week. When I first started out on tribal council and leadership roles, I never thought I would be doing all the things that I'm doing now. I was terrible at public speaking, and now I'm being asked to speak, pretty much everywhere. But I love being able to share Ute history and providing that type of education. People need to understand who we are as Ute people and the connections, not just with nature, but with everything in the state of Colorado that has been left out of the education system for such a long time. So now I have an opportunity to do that. And so I think that's probably one of my greatest accomplishments, is just providing that type of history. My experience being on the Colorado Water Conservation Board has been fantastic. At first it was a little bit of a learning curve just because it's different than water or tribal politics, but it's been a really good experience. I've learned so much about water use out throughout the rest of the state of Colorado that I didn't know before. And honestly, I didn't know about the Colorado Water Conservation Board until a few years earlier. And so being an active member now, it's been truly inspiring, I think, for other tribal members to take action in water.
Wow, it is. I see her in such an honored, respectful, first tribal member, and also as a woman to take that role on and being able to utilize her voice and her platform to make sure that our Indigenous rights, our sovereignty, and all of the community, the citizens with the Colorado River, making sure that the water is protected and utilized in a beneficial way.
It definitely is momentous. With her being the first Native American to receive it. It shines a light not just on tribal water issues, but also on her abilities, how focused she's been on this, how it hits home. It really does. And in the way that it's personal, and it's important to all of the membership. It's important to all Native Americans.
Often when I think about people who make these decisions, I think that they've been immersed in it their whole entire life. They're kind of grown into it, and so their skills are just like already developed. But seeing her, I relate to her on a level of, we are from the reservation, and so we're often seen as inferior to the modern society, but seeing her in these spaces and the way she articulates herself and carries herself, it's very powerful, and she impacts me because she reminds me that I can do that too.
From the leadership perspective, I think she is a leader that comes to the table with humility, but also with very strong knowledge. The Water and Tribes Initiative, the 10 Tribes Partnership, I can mention on and on how many of these initiatives she has been one of the co-founders and leaders as well. She has a lot to contribute, and we in Colorado benefit from her great leadership, amazing personality, and just, terrific human being.
She is our voice. No matter what anyone thinks, she is our voice, and that's a quality, but her qualities also is that she's strong. She's not afraid to speak her mind. She really believes in our people, our tribal membership, and our land, and is not afraid, again, to speak her mind when it comes to protecting our water rights. She has a strong voice, but she's always willing to go help people. She's always willing to go help our members, our elders, and probably would put their needs or wants in front of her own.
I would want others to know and to honor nature the way that you people do. again, it's respect. How do we take care of nature? The Ute people have been taking care of this area since time immemorial. I would want other people to also take care of the nature and respect nature the way that we have. Take care of the water, respect it, pray for it, just like you do your animals, your, all the plants that we use. All of it goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So that respect is paramount to how we move forward in the future. We can no longer disrespect nature because she has done so much to take care of us, and we haven't done enough to take care of her. I'm really hoping that more are coming behind me, more Indigenous people, both men and women, are coming behind me and accepting awards like this. It's been long overdue for us. And so it's, like I said, it's a big honor.